Hello folks, welcome to another What's New with Microsoft 365 and Teams for the week 3rd to the 10th of April 2021. Fairly quick one this week, so we're going to have our revised timelines. We'll then look at some new options for attachments in Outlook for the web, some SharePoint site templates, allowing anonymous presenters in Teams live events. We'll have some bite-sized updates with a little bit more detailed than we used to have. I still need your help with something, and then I'm going to tell you how to keep up with Microsoft 365. So, starting with our timelines. So, Planner's new roster containers. So they look really nice. I think that's a nice way to have your colleagues using Planner, but not creating a 365 group every single time they want to create a plan. The facility to have that will be coming out early to late May. I've talked about this before. You know that there's no user interface for it just yet, but at least they're starting to get on with it. So next month you can look out for that. macOS native notifications. I feel like I've been talking about this for a long time. Due mid to late April, so anytime of the next couple of weeks really. Forms. So I've talked about this before as well. So when you share a form for people to complete it, or you share it for a colleague to collaborate with that form with you, so they're developing the form or the quiz, it's a little bit clunky, the button that you press, and they're tidying this up. So you're going to get a separate send for responses button, you can see that on the right now, and a separate button for the co-authors. Look out for that from early March, so it's been rolling out for some people. I haven't seen this yet, but it's going to be till late May, so quite a long tail on that update. Okay, let's get straight into our full one. We have updated experience when receiving email attachments. So the hover over has been replaced with a single button that's going to give you the ability to access the preview, edit in browser, edit in the Word desktop, etc., and then save to your OneDrive and download. The default will be edit in browser, but you can see here on the right here, if you click the drop down, you do have some other options there. If you start editing it, it will immediately save it into your OneDrive. This feature will be rolling it out early to mid-May, so next month for most of us, although some people will have it a little bit earlier. SharePoint site templates. Okay, so they're going to have fully customizable scenario-based templates coming out, and this can be applied to existing sites and to new sites as well. So they contain content, pages and web parts. Applies to communication and team sites. Let me just read out some of these templates for you. So I'm going to have to read these out from the other screen. So communication site templates, so department, leadership connection, learning central, new employee onboarding, showcase, topic and blank. The team site templates, so we have event planning. So with the event planning, remember I told you last week about the images for the event web part coming through as well, so that will happen at about the same time, I guess. Project management, training and courses, training and development, and team collaboration. You can look out for this from mid-May to late June, so not for a month or so, and then it's got a 6-week rollout. Interestingly, I tweeted this one this morning, so if you don't see my tweets, look out for me on Super Simple 365. Just search for that on Twitter and you'll see the tweets. Interestingly, when I tweeted this one this morning, this probably had the quickest liking and retweeting of one that I've shared for a while. So this is obviously pretty popular in the SharePoint community. Allowing anonymous presenters in Teams live events. So it's going to let you have anonymous presenters come in. So the meeting organizer has to set this up, and it has to be done when the meeting is being scheduled. Okay, you can see here there's a little slider for you to allow those external presenters, and the person who's presenting for you, they must be using the Teams desktop app rather than the browser or the mobile app. Look out for this anytime from mid-May, so anytime now, mid-April, sorry, so anytime now up until the end of next month. And of course you need to have a Teams live events license to be able to use that. Like I said, pretty quick this week, so we've already got to the bite-size updates. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly. If you want more information, then go to the blog post, which is either at the bottom of the video, so I'm going to share the address there, or in the show notes for the podcast. So Outlook for iOS, more actions available. So when you press here, you're going to get new information. You got the Booker workspace if your organization uses workspaces, new event or new message. The OneDrive sync client is getting updated for Mac, so most of us won't see any difference there, but it's going to increase the speed and stability of that. Microsoft Teams rooms share wirelessly from iOS or Android, so this uses Bluetooth. Again, if you're interested, look out for the blog post for more information about that one. Just a nice little visual touch, the ability for iOS and Android to show your organization's logo. It's just designed to make it a little bit easier if you use your personal device for work as well, just to separate those accounts a little bit more visually. Microsoft Teams meetings, customized video backgrounds for iOS and Android. Now, the policies around this will mirror whatever the policies are for Teams and using it on the desktop, for example. So that's just getting extended to the mobile versions. Microsoft Teams, now this looks quite nice actually, so maybe I'll give a fuller explanation of this next month. New managed tag experience, so tags are going to be easier to use. They're going to get their own tab and are going to be easier for you to look after. So they're going to get surfaced, become a bit more visible for your team. Again, look out for that on the blog, but I'll probably give a fuller explanation of that next month or over the next month or so. Teams webinar capabilities. So I talked about this for a little while. So Teams meetings going up to 1,000 participants, and the webinar capabilities. And I'm guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing that the Teams meeting registration page where people can register for one of your meetings, and then they will get they'll get a response email and it will go automatically into their calendar. I'm guessing that will drop at about the same time. Okay, so I said I need your help with something. So if you'd like me to either present live if you're going to Commsverse, or present on a video and share the video with you, the top 5 objections to Teams, and creating a supercharged user community while you're heading off those objections, follow the link in the show notes, and please give me a thumbs up and vote for me now, because competition is really hot this year. Commsverse is going to be awesome. For those of you who don't know what it is, look in the show notes and I'll share that, and you can get there in person down to Mercedes World. Honestly, it's from a conference point of view, I did some work there years ago, some IT work down at Mercedes World. The place is just awesome. So if you're half interested in Teams and you like cars, this is where you've got to be in June. Anyway, again, another one, keeping up with Microsoft 365 and Teams. So I'll talk about how that's done, and is it a problem or is it an amazing user engagement and content opportunity for your organization? As you can guess, I'm going to suggest it's the latter, but I'm going to talk to you about why that is and some processes you can go through to make that work for your organization. Again, I need your vote. So if you're interested in that, follow the link, give me a thumbs up, and even if you can't make it to the conference, I will share the video of that with you on one of these sessions. Okay guys, here's all the usual ways you can keep up to date depending on what platform you like and how you like to get your updates. If you are watching on YouTube, please take a second to subscribe to the channel and get click the bell so you get all the notifications. The next thing that I'm going to be putting out this week is a review of some Jabra headphones, and then possibly the Microsoft wireless Xbox headphones. So if you want to get those, then subscribe and you'll get those updates. Okay folks, that's it, we're done. I'll see you next week.